Because this was such an interesting week at Mexico News Daily for many reasons. One of them being seeing how we open up the dialogue on gentrification. So we shared 3 different articles where we talk about our experiences with gentrification and our points of view. So across the 3 articles, because our comment section is only open to subscribers, you can see our subscribers super engaged and they start telling us their experiences here in Mexico. This is a community of foreigners that have been living in Mexico for many, many years. One of them has been living in Mexico for the last 60 years. She has been an important part of San Miguel's community. So there are many examples that we can cite, but this, for me, was extremely contrasting with what I have seen in social media. Whenever I see a video of an influencer or someone traveling around Mexico, you could see people who is very welcoming, but at the same time you could see people that it is very aggressive and tells them like, get out of my country, or habla español, or my country's not your playground, or that sort of comments. So one of the things that really got me thinking, this is definitely not an exclusive problem of Mexico City, this is a worldwide problem. Also, that maybe it's not just about rent, it's also about tourism around the world and how tourism has exploded. And these very targeted protests against gringos, for example, are somehow connected to those protests against tourism in Barcelona, in Paris, in Venice. Probably because of this, we have lost completely our ability to socialize and to be maybe more mindful of the spaces that we occupy and the interactions that we have. I get no idea, or the place that you used to inhabit no longer feels like home. And it's just a very natural defensive response. Again, not justifiable, but comprehensible. Or maybe, which is the most terrifying thought, maybe we are all in our deeper inner core a little bit xenophobic, which is terrifying because I think that cultural exchange does create better and more resilient societies. And I can cite many examples of Mexicans going abroad and having a huge impact in other societies. I can only think in artistic examples because I am an art historian, like David Alfaro Siqueiros being very influential in Jackson Pollock's artwork, Miguel Covarrubias having a huge impact in the New Yorker elite in the 20s. Thinking of foreigners in Mexico, like Sergei Eisenstein being super influential in creating this narrative of what Mexican culture was. In Matías Gerit's work in Mexico and how involved he was. So I don't know, out of my love for Mexico, I'll continue to do this work, even though I'm called a sellout for promoting Mexico, and even though I have acquaintances that have already blocked me for working at Mexico News Daily. So continue doing my work very passionately, and I'll see you in some other videos, articles, reflections, and I don't know, I'll see you around.